Hi there, my name's Jane Anderson. I've spent the last 20 plus years my background was working in corporate, so I worked in large organisations and I worked in small business. I ran training and development teams and departments for some of Australia's leading organisations, and then also in places like government and retail and all sorts of things. And then I started my consulting practice, and as a result, I've worked with some of the biggest brands in the world, like IKEA, Rio Tinto, Virgin Australia. But for the last few years, I've spent most of my time working with people who are experts in their field. So people who want to learn how to really build their practices and build their practices to, certain milestones. It might be 200,000, might be 500,000, or through to the $1 million mark. And I also spend a lot of my time working with people who are business managers and also marketing consultants and coaches who work with experts in their field. So I don't just work with experts in their field, but I work with the people who help those people build those practices as well. Because there's no secret about it. This game and this industry of building your personal brand and finding a way to communicate your message is growing extremely fast. So I'm essentially a strategic communications expert. So that's a lot of words. So what does that mean? Well, I specialize in really three key areas. I specialize in personal branding. I specialize in content creation, because you've got to work out what you've got to say once you know who you are. So personal branding, content strategy, and tribe building. And being able to get those three things working together so that you can build your business. So I say that my absolute obsession is helping people to have influence. And so what that means is helping people to find their voice, helping them to find a way to articulate the messages that they have, the value that they bring to their clients, or equally perhaps leaders if they're within organizations, and trying to communicate and influence and lead people through change. Because at the end of the day, if you're a leader and you're trying to communicate and lead people with a message, you're generally trying to help people to, get through disruption and change that's going on in their world. So things that make me a little bit different. So I am a certified speaker. So I speak generally at conferences almost weekly, if not fortnightly, around the country and overseas. So I am also voted in the top 3 branding experts globally. So that just came through a couple of weeks ago. So I've also written 7 books. I'm a certified coach. And so what I do is I try to make sure that I'm helping people to really build their brand, to be able to build their communication and their blogs. So my blog was also voted in the top 5 branding blogs in Australia the last couple of years as well. And so I say working with me is a little bit like being with a can opener. So I say most of my time is just trying to get all this great stuff that's within people, and my job is just to get it out. You've got some great ideas, you've got great messages. It's just a matter of trying to get it through and get it out in a way that's congruent with who you are. It's not necessarily always put together by someone else, but it's your idea. It's authentic to you. And so this program, what I want to share with you is I was recently working with a lady called Emma McQueen. So I run a program called the Content Creation Bootcamp. And this program is called Content Club, but the Content Creation Bootcamp, what was happening was I have a great 2-day program where people get away. I just lock the doors, get focused, and people create a lot of content. In fact, they create 12 months worth of content in 2 days. Now, Emma, who has actually written this book, Go Getter, Raise Your Mojo, Shift Your Mindset and Thrive, and it's a pretty decent book. So this book is for female business owners and leaders. Now, Emma came along to one of our content creation boot camps that I ran, and she wrote that in 2 days. Whoops! Oh, she's got an awesome bookmark as well. And so she wrote that in 2 days. But one of the questions that was often asked off the back of the content creation boot camps like Emma is that, I got so much value out of that 2 days, and I'm going to use all that content. But now I don't want to lose my momentum. I feel like I struggle with being able to get, a cadence and a rhythm in my calendar. I'm so busy, but I just really need that help to prioritize me, prioritize my practice, because, sometimes I don't have time, or it's hard for me to sort of plan another 12 months away and do another 12 months of content. I just really like to get in and keep that momentum going without having to travel. So I created this program, and I find that there's a lot of people like Emma out there and who really want to create good content. They have got great ideas, and they've been able to unpack some. Some are really new to this process and never come across this before, but they know they kind of need this cadence and rhythm to be able to get their content out there. So this program, it is designed for you to be able to come along once a month. It happens on the second Friday of every month, on the Friday morning from 9 till 11, unless we have a public holiday, in which case I might have to shift the day. But the way it works is that you come along, you have it blocked in your calendar, and every month for 2 hours, you have that time blocked. I hold the space for you, and you create 10 pieces of content in 2 hours. Now, we've definitely run this 1,000 times before with so many different ways, and I had so many people would ask me in the past, you've written 7 books, how do you do this? And this is how I do it. But instead of it being about me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the space for you. So we do what is called the Pomodoro technique. And the Pomodoro technique is a tool that is sort of like this focused time that you get to be able to work in 10-minute blocks. We're going to work in 2 hours of 10-minute blocks, and in that time, what we're going to do is we're going to create 5 pieces of content in each of those 2-hour blocks. So you get 10. I'm going to be holding the time. I'm going to answer questions. I'm going to be giving you feedback if you need it, and you'll have access to me, and you'll be able to reach out and ask any questions that you like throughout the 2 hours. You'll also be in a Facebook group. So the Facebook group is designed so that you can also ask questions outside of those 2 hours. You're in a community of other people who are also doing this in their practice and building their expertise and finding ways to do videos, blogs, newsletters, podcasts, write books, all those things that you find perhaps you're not as consistent. Because this is what I find. I find most people say, I fall off the bandwagon, I get busy, I struggle to, just keep my ideas moving. I really need accountability. I need support. I need someone to just hold that space for me, just so I can get in and get it done. And also, most people often say to me, I just need a bit of a plan. Like, I don't even know where to start. And so this program, as I said, it's called Content Club. So you join it works off an annual fee or a monthly fee, whatever works with your cash flow. I've tried to design it so that it works with you and your business, and you can work out what works best for you. And you get heaps of inclusions. So things like you get to be part of my wider expert to influencer community. There's an online curriculum so that you can do some of the work before you jump on the first one, so you know exactly what you're doing, and you won't feel, like you can't ask questions and things like that. You'll come in fully prepared. You'll also have the opportunity to jump on a call if you need some help with some planning with your content. If you say, okay, well, I need an annual plan, I need to know exactly what I'm going to be talking about or writing about, creating content around for the next 12 months, we've got that sorted. And so the idea is that you have this support around you, because what I find when I'm out working with people is they really want to be able to create that content. They need feedback. They say they need that plan, and they also say to me, I just am not that disciplined. So I'm here. I'm going to be your personal trainer for content creation. How good is that? And so I'm going to be focused and helping you through this time. So because I don't know about you, but the whole reason we went into business, if you started your business, is that the whole reason why we decided to do this is because we want to do work that we love. We want to be able to go out there and help the people that we want to work with, and we've got to stay connected to our customers. And so if we can do that, then we're going to have the impact and make the change that we've been put on the planet to make. So I look forward to seeing you. Please jump on, please register, and you can get started today. You're going to create 120 pieces of content in 12 months, 10 pieces of content every month, and you're going to be able to inspire, motivate, and create that fantastic tribe that you're looking to build. And that also means that you also create a very sustainable practice. So I look forward to seeing you in there. Let's get cracking.